Welcome back, guys. Aren't you glad it hasn't been like a year since I last posted? We are going to be testing out a few products from lacolors. So I went to Dollar General the other day, one to pick up a foundation that was more of my shade in the Believe Beauty line, which is exclusive to Dollar General. I did go ahead and film a video using a full face of their products as well, so I will go ahead and link that video down below. I did see that lacolors had like a big selection there of makeup, so I grabbed a few things and I'm like, why not try it out? So as I'm using the products and I talk about it, I'm just going to do the same thing that I did in my other video when I was talking about Believe Beauty. Is I will go ahead and somewhere on the screen I will post how much each item costs at Dollar General and go from there. I did already add a primer because I did not pick up a primer. So we're going to go right into foundation. This is their Truly Matte Foundation, and this one is in the shade Nude. I'm just going to blot this everywhere. It looks a little yellow tone, which here lately I've been buying my foundations like on the more neutral side because I feel like in the summertime I'm a little bit more yellow tone because I do get a nice tan, but I feel like in the winter I'm a little bit more neutral. Starting to like slowly break out again, so hopefully it goes away with me eating a little bit healthier. We'll see. We will see. Just by looking at it, I do like how it looks. My skin does not look, I don't think it looks cakey. I don't think it looks super matte to the point where it's like it looks dry to the skin. Like it looks like my skin can still like breathe. Coverage wise, it's, I would say medium coverage. I'm sure you can build it up. I don't like building foundation up because of my acne. Like I feel like it just doesn't look right. It looks too heavy on the skin for me. Alright, so I did go ahead and I put concealer under my eyes and I did set my face with some powder. Those items I did not pick up either from Dollar General, but I do pretty much have a rest of a full face sitting in front of me. Again, there might just be actually, I think I'm pretty much covered. So let's move on. So next we're gonna go into eyes. So we did pick up this nude eyeshadow palette from lacolors, of course, and this is what it looks like. I think it is such a beautiful palette, and again, it's so inexpensive. I think like if you're just starting to grow your collection, like it's just crazy to me how like makeup is like certain companies that used to have really cheap makeup that really wasn't the best is starting to come out with good quality makeup but still stay affordable. You know, lacolors, Wet n Wild, Elf, like they're competing with the big boys and I'm loving it. And I did not look at any reviews on any of this stuff, so this is all going to be basically like first impressions. But this is what the palette looks like once it is open. It has a beautiful highlight shade over here. Actually, it has two highlight shades. This one is a little bit more on the white side, and then this one over here is a little bit more on the champagne side. I love how they also label the eyeshadow. So obviously you can use these eyeshadows however you want. You don't need to go by what they're telling you. They do have a little diagram on the back as well. So to start off this look, I'm gonna go, whoops. To start off this look, I'm going to go into the shade right here, and we're going to put that in our crease. So I'm just going to put my brush in there. It's picking up on the brush, but there's no kickback in the actual palette, so we'll see if there's any products. So it's coming off really light on the eye. I thought it was going to be actually a little bit darker, which is fine because I am using this as my transition shade. But it does build up, as you can see. Like there's it without any eyeshadow, and here's with eyeshadow. So it does build up. You just have to really kind of swirl your brush in there. I think you just have to get like through the first layer. It's probably just packed really tight into the pan. So the first shade is down on the eyes, and again, you just have to really swirl your brush in and pick up some product. There's still no kickback in the pan, so when I'm putting my brush in, I'm not pushing the brush into the pan to get pigment, but I'm just swirling for a while, like maybe like 5-6 times before, you know, instead of just dabbing. I mean, there's pans where you can just go boop boop and you have so much pigment on the brush, so there's no mess so far in the pan because it's just not, but it looks beautiful on the eyes. Like, it's not patchy. Once you get that pigment built up on the eye, it looks nice. All right, so next we're gonna go into this shade right over here, and this is going to be in our crease as well. So I would say this eyeshadow palette is not super pigmented. Like, to get the color that I'm getting onto my eye, it's just like I have to really dig my brush into the pan. Like, this is exactly what I'm doing. So as you can see, there's still like really no kickback. I'm just swirling it like this. Like, you see how much I had to swirl? And then, like, I'll show you on the other eye so you can see. Like, if I would do that to any other eyeshadow pan, my eye would be flooded with color and fallout, and I'm not even kicking anything. Like, I'm not tapping anything off. I'm just going right in because there's really nothing to kick off the brush. So for my actual lid, I'm gonna go into the shade right here, which is a really nice shimmery shade. Ooh, so this shade does have some kickback. Like, you can definitely see the difference. So I am for sure tapping off the brush, and I'm pretty sure, yep, I'm already having fallout on my eye. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray it. So I did go ahead and spray the eyeshadow, but I'm still like getting a lot of fallout on my eye. I'm just gonna go ahead and take this shade right here, and I'm gonna put that in the like outer corner crease area, if that makes any sense, and just get a little bit more dimension, but I guess you can see the difference. I'm gonna go ahead and take the first two crease colors that I used and just use them on my bottom lash line. So I'm gonna use this color right here and this color right here. All right, so the eyes are done. It took a really hot minute to get to this level, to get to this like look and get the payoff that I got. It took some time. So what I did for my eyes, for my inner corner and my brow bone highlight, so I put this shade here on my brow bone, and I put this shade here in my inner corner for highlight. So we are finally done with this. Let's move on to the next thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on some eyebrows, and I will be right back. All right, eyebrows are on, feel a little bit better. Not sure how I feel about eyebrow day, but that's something else. So next we're gonna go into bronzer. So I did pick up this bronzer here. It is in the shade Beach Babe. This is the only shade that they had, so I'm not sure if this is the only shade that they do have, or if this maybe was the only shade that my store carried. All right, so I'm gonna use one of my bronzer brushes and dip into here. I can already tell it's gonna be a little bit warm, but maybe we will like it. Maybe it's a bronzer that will be for more like the summer. Obviously it's not like the best contour shade, because even like for me now, like you can see, hopefully you can see, like the difference. Like this would definitely be more, it's a beautiful shade, but it would be more for like summertime for me. So I'm not sure like how it's gonna wear, but hopefully it doesn't like wear off pretty quickly. It's not going on patchy or anything. So first impressions, I like it. Now, you know, overall review, like, is it the best? I'm pretty sure it's not like the best bronzer out there, but it works. Next, to highlight and for blush, I got this lacolors Show It Off Blush and Highlight Palette. And this is what it looks like. I was so excited when I saw this. I'm like, ooh, what is this? Ooh, they feel nice. Like they feel so soft. So they look kind of similar. One just looks matte though, and one has like a little bit of a glow in it. So like a little bit shimmer. So let's see. Let's just try both of them. Ooh, the kickback though, like holy moly. So be careful because it's very powdery. And it looks a little chalky on the face. Like there's color, and again it's just very like neutral, like just to give you a little bit color in that area, but nothing that's gonna be popping out. So can you guys see what I'm talking about? Okay, so I'm just gonna go into the bottom blush part and kind of see if that does anything different. This blush is like for your like no makeup days kind of, I feel. It just makes me look super like cakey like in this area, and this is where I have like my huge pores, so I'm not the biggest fan of how it makes my skin look. So let's hope for the highlight. So highlight feels really nice too. So this is what it looks like. Let's swatch it because I love swatching highlights. So it came off like a little bit chunky, I feel. Maybe, possibly, but it looks pretty. Like it looks very, very glowy. So let's see how it looks on the face, because that's where we want it to shine. So I'm just gonna dab into here and let's see. The way I swatched it, I wanted it to pop a little bit more. Like there we go. Like it's pretty, it's nice. I feel like it's a little bit, it's not on the subtle side. Like I have highlighters that I like that are more on the subtle side. It definitely has a pop to it. I don't know, it's not the smoothest highlighter that I ever applied on my face. I mean, I do have texture in this area, but some highlighters tend to kind of, even though it's a highlight, it still tends to like kind of like smooth things out. So you see the first application, it's not like that. So you do have to build it up, but it is nice. So you can make it subtle or you can make it pop. I'm just gonna go down the nose. I think it'll be pretty for like maybe like an inner corner highlight. I'm not gonna put too much on my chin because I have been here lately. Right here, I've been putting highlight on my chin area just because I like how it looks, but my chin is not liking it, so it's starting to react. So I might need to stop putting highlight on my chin. What do you think, guys? Is this look coming together, or like what are we thinking? Comment below. Like what do you think? Have you ever tried these makeup products? Do you like it? What do you think? Obviously it's very affordable, so we can't judge it too hard, but I mean, if we're gonna buy it and invest in it, and if you're gonna be a makeup company and you're gonna make makeup, then at least make it work and still be worth it, right? So next for eyes, I did pick up this mascara. It is their Beyond Big Super Fiber mascara. So out of all the mascaras that they had, this one seemed like the most interesting to me. So I picked this one up. You can really see those fibers on the wand. So I'm not gonna apply any lash primer. That's something that I've really been doing lately, but I'm not going to curl my lashes or add a primer or anything. We're just gonna test the mascara out on its own. It's like a big chunk on here that's really driving me crazy. No. This is such a really dry mascara. I'm gonna say pass. I'm gonna finish applying it to my eyes, but this is a hard pass for me. Like, I'm probably gonna have to build it up. Like, I'll probably have to use the whole tube just to get the results that I would want to see. So the last products that I have from lacolors are lip products. So I did pick up 2 lipsticks and 2 lip glosses, both like bullet lipsticks, and they are matte. One is in the shade Tender, which is this shade right here, and the other one is in the shade Classy, which it's the shade right here. And then for lip glosses, we have the High Shine Shea Butter lip gloss. This one is in the shade Wink. And then we also have another High Shine lip gloss in the shade Sensual. So I'm going to test these out for you. See what applicator. Okay, so this is the applicator. And this is in the shade Sensual. Ooh, it has that like vanilla cupcake scent to it. Ooh, these are pigmented. It's not sticky at all either. Like I'm trying to, like there's no like gummy, like, you know, sometimes when you put on a lip gloss, it's so sticky that when you open your mouth, you have these like gummy lines like separating. It's so gross. I cannot stand when a lip gloss does that. Like, ugh. So this one's in the shade Wink. This one does have like some gold glitter reflexes in it. Ooh. I think I like this color. I like the other color too, but I thought it was gonna be like a little bit pale for me. But so this is what Wink looks like. Nude gloss, but it's not like so pigmented that it's gonna look super pale. Like, it lets your natural color come through. So I really like that. It's giving me Kim K vibes. But you can see this one does have the stickiness. Of course, the lip gloss that I really like has the stickiness to it. Maybe it might wear off. Like, I don't know. As I'm talking, like, I can still see it, so it might do the same thing as the Milani lip gloss and like eventually wear off. I would have to kind of do like a little bit of a longer wear test to see. But so this is the matte lipstick, and this one is in the shade Classy, which this is what it looks like. It is like a little bit of like a reddish brown color. Ooh, I don't like the smell of these. Ooh, but they really do look matte. So this is in the shade, so this is Classy. I feel like I have no lashes. Like, I keep looking in the mirror and I'm like, where are my lashes? Like, my eyeshadow is like on a little bit on the darker side today, so My lashes are disappearing. Imagine if I would have put eyeliner on. Alright. So this one's in the shade Tender. Ugh. There is something in these lipsticks that are not, I don't know. I really like the other lipstick, but I like this one too. I love the shade, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get over this scent. Like, it just smells like chemical paint. So this is in the shade Tender. So that is everything from LA Colors. Definitely a lot more misses than wins this time. So let's review. Foundation, I think this is my favorite product out of everything that I tried today. I like the tone of the foundation. I like how it looks. I loved everything about it. It's not super matte where I feel like my skin feels dry or like cakey or anything like that. So I really love this foundation. I definitely recommend this foundation. I'm not sure how it wears throughout the day, but I heard it's pretty well. It says long wearing high pigment foundation. So hopefully it is long wearing. But anyways, even if it's not, if it's so affordable, it's so cheap to just put it on your face and go to the grocery store if you're that type of person. You know, and keep your good foundation for going out to like dinner or movies or whatever. But yeah, really liking this. This palette, I'm gonna say pass. I understand it is just a $3 palette, but that's really all you're getting your worth from. Wet n Wild has better eyeshadows with great pigment, great payoff, and is super affordable as well. Yes, I made this eyeshadow look work, but it took me a while to build up to get the pigment that I wanted and the payoff that I wanted. It was just so time consuming. Like, literally, I do not have, like, I love the color story in this palette. I really do. It kind of reminds me of like a Tarte palette in a way. It's just so time consuming, and like, especially, I keep saying, as a mom now, I'm gonna be extra picky with my makeup because I need my makeup to work and work fast. I don't have time to sit here for an hour alone just trying to build up these pigments and get the color that I want. So pass. Bronzer, I think it's my second favorite thing that I tried. I love the application of it. It just really warmed up the skin nicely. It's more of a bronzer that I will probably reach for in the summer though, just because it is very warm. And it just makes me look a little bit too tan compared to my natural like skin tone right now. So I do like it. So this is something that I would also recommend for you to try if you are interested. This, I would say, kind of get at your own risk sort of thing. It's not a hard pass, but it's also not a hard win. Everything in here is very powdery. Since I set my face, I feel like it looks a lot better. The blushes are a little bit on the nude side, so it's a little bit of that natural look blush. This here is, I didn't try it actually, it is very soft, but it's just kind of like a white highlight. The highlight is really, really pretty. There is payoff for sure, but it just kind of just sat on top of my skin. It didn't really melt into my skin, and so I kind of sprayed my face. So it's affordable. If you're looking for something like this that is affordable, I would say just maybe go ahead and get it and see if you like it. It is really affordable. I think this was maybe $3 as well. Like I said, I'm gonna have the actual prices floating somewhere here on the screen, but for the price, I would say it's worth trying, seeing if you like it, but it's not the best palette I ever tried, if that makes sense. Mascara, no. Lip products, the lip glosses, I would say go ahead and get you some colors. I think depending on what's in the ingredients, I don't know if they have like maybe different ingredients. Like I said, this one is just a shine lip gloss. There's no glitter, there's no sparkle. It's just a plain, like a plain shade lip gloss. This one has sparkle, and if I'm not mistaken, I think the lip glosses that I tried from Milani also have like a glitter sparkle thing. So I don't know if that messes with the formula or not, but that's the only thing that I can think of that maybe might mess with the formula. This one isn't sticky and doesn't have that gumminess to it. This one doesn't feel sticky on the lips, but when you talk, you have that gummy separation. So I think just maybe stay away from the ones that have the glitter in it. But you can just buy them and kind of see if you like them or not. The lipsticks, I love the finish. I love the shade, like the color, everything about them almost I love, except for the scent. I cannot get over the scent. I wish they didn't, whatever gives them this scent, I wish they did not put it in because it smells horrible. I don't know who in that company smelled these lipsticks and said, yep, pass, put these on the shelf. Like, I really don't. So the packaging is cute, the shades are cute, so I don't know if I'm gonna keep these. The scent freaks me out because it's so close to my mouth. Like, it's one thing when you're putting on a foundation, and like, for example, the Wet n Wild foundation, it has that chemical paint thinner scent to it, but then it does go away, and it's like, it is sitting on your face, it's going into your pores, like I get it. But when it comes to lip products, it's on my mouth, it's so close to me being like ingested, like I'm eating, I'm drinking, so obviously I'm probably taking in some of my lip product, and I don't know, like, it's, what do you guys think? I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it wasn't too long. So don't forget to show your support, like, subscribe, comment. Until the next video, thank you. Until next time, bye guys.